once you have the name gasoline, do you develop a plan on how to make that name known, like 101er? Or are you just playing it by ear?
Yeah, it's playing it by ear. Like I said, young and dumb. Like, you remember, flashback, I'm like 14, maybe 15, 14, 15. No 14 or 15-year-old kid has a plan for anything. I'm gonna do the same shit I did with this 101er shit, but I'm just gonna be gassed now. That's the plan. That's the whole fucking book right there. Like, there's no ulterior, like, oh, I'm gonna try to like keep undercover. Like, I remember for a while, I tried not to tell people I was gassed. Like, my friends obviously knew, but like, I try to like keep it under wrap, but how long does that last really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people find out pretty quick and shit.
Do you go even harder with gas to catch everyone's attention?
I think maybe initially that was the plan. But again, it's not like my whole life, like, graph. It's like, I'm just gonna go paint as much as I paint, and I'll just try to do this one little, I'm like, I know that when I started doing gas shit, I started looking at it like, I want to make this name a little bit doper than the first name. I know that much. I don't know how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to do with it, but I just know like I had a different energy with it. It was the same like I'm going to paint. It was like I'm going to do more with it, but I'm going to make it better somehow. So I didn't even know how. It's just, I knew it needed to be better. It couldn't be the same one-trick pony again, you know? Plus I was growing, so I guess the name itself is, when you grow as a person, I guess shit in your life grows with you. So.
While out riding these days, or those days, did you ever break any bones? Did you ever have any accidents while out on the street?
I've had multiple accidents and shit.
How about, can you tell us about getting electrocuted on a rooftop?
That was probably the worst accident of all with my brother, Rezik. Shit, to this day, my brother, shout out Rezik, shit. Fucking downtown LA on a rooftop. Not even a high rooftop, but it was like 2 stories, story and a half, off of like Hill Street and 11th or 12th or some shit, Pico, some shit. And we're climbing up there before ladders and shit extended, so you actually have to climb the pole. So we climb the pole to get up there. I go up there first and I walk along to the edge of the roof, and I think I'm about to lean over the roof to tell him, yeah, it's cool, come up. And yeah, as my right hand got burnt here, there's a piece of metal coming out the roof, probably about my height, but yeah, about 3 or 4 feet high, and it has all these cables coming out of it and shit going into the building. And for whatever reason, I guess like I'm using that as kind of leverage to lean over to like tell Rezik, hey, come up or something. Cause that's my last thing is, hey, come up. And as I put my hand on it, I just remember all of a sudden just getting like pulled into the shit and being like, seeing the sparks and the flash. I can see like everything around me. I can't move my eyes, I can't move my body, but I can see everything in my peripheral around me flashing with a strobe light. And I can see my hand like touching this thing and this big bright like welding light right in my fucking, the web of my fucking thumb against where I'm touching it. And my other hand was like holding something else, and I'm just sitting there stuck, and like I can't hear Rezik yelling my name or whatnot. All I know is that shit, it's frying me, like my body's telling me, let go, dumbass, like let go. But every time I try to let go, I can't, 'cause I guess the volt, like just how electricity works, it has my ass. And I guess, I don't know how, thank God, the thing fries me for, to me, it feels like 5 minutes. Amy says it was like 10, 15 seconds. I don't know how long it was. And it just like shoots me back against the roof. And I don't know how, I just remember like being released and like hitting something on the roof, and then like fading back into hearing like, gas, 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 yo, gas. And he's like freaking out. He's like, I've been calling your name for like 1.5 minutes, bro. I'm thinking you're dead on the roof. And like, I lean over the roof, down back, like a story down, like I'm just smoking. My whole body is just like, he's my witness, boy, Rezik. My shit's like smoldering. I'm sizzled. I'm steaming. I guess the word, I'm steaming. My body's made deep cooks. So I'm steaming and shit. And I'm just like, my hair, my hand, my whole fucking web of my hand is like black. It's like all my epidermal layer is like fried like bacon. I mean, you can chip off this little black crust of my skin, which all this shit's fried. I'm just like, what the fuck happened? He's like, you all right? I'm like, fuck this spot. Like, obviously. So I'll slide, don't remember how, get down this shit and get back in the car with him. Like, oh, you want to go to the hospital? And I was like, yeah, in retrospect, yeah, I should have fucking gone to the hospital. I probably almost just died. But young and dumb, you don't make executive decisions. Life story, a repetitive thing, right? Then fucking go home and just like, oh, I'll sleep this shit off. And like, yeah, woke up the next day, hand was, to this day, I still have like weird nerves in my thumb, but it's like, it is what it is. Like, you know, what do you do? Should you go to the doctor? Yes, you should. Did I go? No, I didn't. I just, you know, no, it is what it is. Yeah, well, I'm fucking lucky I didn't die.
After that happens, do you climb back down the ladder and go home, or do you complete the mission?
I'm fucked up. I go home. I'm just, my mind at that point, I'm still contemplating what the fuck happened. The whole time, Resident's like, go to the hospital, go to the hospital. Like, I think I'm like steaming, driving almost halfway to my house. I'm still like steaming. He's like, dude, you're all like, you have sweat all over you. You're like, your body is literally releasing steam. And I'm just like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. We're not even that far. I think at that time, like in Echo Park, I think. So I wasn't even that far. It was like a 10-minute, 5-minute drive, and I wasn't far. And fucking just going home and like laying down. And I think baby's mom, I should might be my ex at the time, was like talking shit. I was like, all I'm thinking is, damn, you're over here talking shit to me for whatever reason. I almost died right now, but like, fuck it, whatever. Just went to sleep and woke up the next day. Like, that was crazy. It just kept it moving because young and dumb, you know? But yeah, that was definitely probably the worst adventure fucking doing graffiti.